eine Abschaffung. Das heißt, ersatzlose Streichung der Paragraphen 173 bis 176. Legalisierung aller zärtlichen sexuellen Beziehungen zwischen Erwachsenen und Kindern, die gewaltfrei sind und auf freier Vereinbarung berufen.
Having sex with a child in today's society is wrong. Not because it's wrong to have sex with a child, but because society sees it as such.
I think we need to be more compassionate to people who, are attracted to kids.
What your standpoint is on different things is strongly affected by the society you live and grow up in.
I mean, pedophilia is the same as homosexuality in the sense that you can't help it. It's not your fault.
I'm just simply saying that I think the age of consent in this country at the moment is too high.
And you don't...
Other primates have no sexual boundary when it comes to age and gender. I don't see why we should.
Why are we so against this idea of kids being in sexual situations, either with other kids or with adults? What is it about it?
In a utopian world with no sexual taboos, having sex with children could become part of their natural upbringing.
Everyone is just so quick to judge, but no one ever thinks about what that must be like.
Pedophiles are people too.
They are natural desires. People, you can't change who you're attracted to. You can't change your sexual orientation.
A pedophile, by definition, is just someone who feels attraction towards children.
I think it would be really cool if we could be more open about sex as a society, with kids.
Pedophiles should be treated like any other people.
Progressing to the point where we can look pedophiles in the eyes and see them as equals is actually going to take some effort. And yes, that is the future I am pushing for.
Paedophile just means that you are sexually attracted to children. They love children.
Sex is not harm.
What the fuck? You people want to have sex with children. You want sex with children. Oh, sure, you're probably making a good point. Sure, you're probably arguing your thing, and it's great that you're standing by your beliefs, your ideas, but you want to have sex with children. So seriously, go fuck yourselves. Just fuck you. I don't know what the fuck. Hello, boys and girls. Demonizer here. Sorry about the rage earlier. Yes. Anyway, that video was done by Amos Yee. Now, as you may or may not have heard, Amos Yee is now in the US of A after escaping Singapore because Singaporean law gets really, really cranky at you if you criticize, Singapore law. Is it Singaporean? Anyway, and they also get very cross at you if you criticize religion, which Amos did a lot. But, at first I thought he was trolling when he was supporting pedophilia, but no, he actually is very much in support of it. Yeah. I did watch him have an interview with Jeff Holiday and discuss the subject. And, throughout all of it, I kept thinking, this is crazy. This for some reason reminds me of a South Park episode where Cutman joins Nambler. I mean, you remember that one, right? Right, how he joined Nambler? No, not that one. Yeah, this one. Yeah. Children cannot consent to sex. I mean, for Christ's sakes, kids probably think you can get pregnant when your tongues touch while kissing. Not to mention, you could hurt them, physically and mentally. There is no justifiable reason why you should want to have sex with kids. There's no justifiable law or anything that says you should have sex with kids outside of Islam. So unless you're going to scream Allah Akbar, death to the West or something. Keep your bits out of kids. Or keep kids' bits out of you. Very simple. If somebody you're trying to have sex with giggles and says, you just said a dirty word when you said sex, they're too young for you. Or you shouldn't be going near them or touching them in any way, shape, or form. Could lead to a whole heap of problems. Honestly, this has frustrated me. Now, I will admit, I'm a filthy-minded lunatic. There are a lot of bizarre and taboo things that I'm quite happy to explore and walk all over, but at the same time, there are just some things that even I will have to draw the line. And touching kids, having sex with kids, is one of them. I honestly don't get it. What is the appeal? Is it seriously just skin on skin? Is that what you just want? What, something so sweet and innocent? I'm sure there are plenty of girls who can do that. Well, if it's body shape you're after, petite girls. I happen to know a few. Well, I know of one, but I've seen a few pictures of others. I was a little worried that I know I might be stumbling on something I shouldn't be. Thankfully, they're okay. I get it. Perhaps pedophilia could be treated like a disease. It's like a mental illness. Try and find a way to fix it or something. I mean, originally I did think that there could be a way to curb this with child sex dolls. So like the real dolls, except made to look like kids. I thought this might be a good idea. Until I was discussing this with a friend of mine. And then he mentioned that it wouldn't really stop it. I mean, sure, a lot of them would get their ideas and fantasies out on these things, but at the same time, it wouldn't stop pedophilia porn. Well, kiddie porn, anyway, it'd still be shared. And hell, it might even be slipped in amongst, pictures of people banging their dolls. And such it could be like, no, it's a picture series of me with this doll. No, there's nothing real about it. Not that, and also, there'll be plenty of them thinking, it's just not the same, or I need it real. I need this to be real. This is good, but I want it real. When people want something badly enough, they'll get it. Still, it was frustrating. It was. I mean, after all, no, kids need to grow, need to develop, and need to just be kids. Doing this can mess them up psychologically. They can be suicidal. They could also be homicidal. You could be really damaging kids. That's by doing this. There's just no reason why you should. I mean, everyone likes to make arguments for it, but at the same time, don't fuck kids. Very simple. Now, I used to be a subscriber of Amos's, but I've jumped off because, well, I cannot support somebody who supports this. Yes, I'm sorry. But that's just me. It may seem a bit strange, like I'm splitting hairs, but that's just me. Alright. Anyway, like I said, this was a hard video to do. It's to sit through both this one and the interview. It's even hard to make this. I've had to try a couple of times to make sure I got it right. Anyway, I'm going to close this off. I am the Demonizer, and I'm going to end this as awkwardly as I always do. Goodbye, boys and girls. P.S. By the way, I know there's some smartasses out there going to argue. Demonizer, you support bestiality. Well, maybe the porn of it, but not really bestiality. So, yes you do. You like Whitney, Wisconsin, this girl, and then you also like Balara. You made videos of her. So you do. No, it's exactly a pedophilia. How can you be against one and not the other? Okay. While bestiality may go along the same lines, you can make arguments for and against. And it's still another can of worms I don't want to open up. Not on this video. Maybe not on my channel. Maybe on something bigger. Maybe with someone who can debate it. But maybe with some people who, on both sides, for and against. Well, maybe get Whitney, Wisconsin to even join in, something like that. I don't know. I'd appreciate it if someone can help me out and set this up, because I want to also throw in my 2 cents about this. Seeing how I've made some videos, so I figured, why not? But preferably on something bigger, and preferably where I have time to actually do it. Mostly because, being in Australia, different timelines. Like, I know it could be 6 a.m. in the morning here, but it's, I know, midday over in the US of A somewhere. All that shit and more. And also a day when I'm not working, because, shock and horror, I don't make 1 cent off of YouTube. So if you see any ads, it's because, I don't know, some of the content was heard by the fucking machines that work YouTube, and I don't know. Oh, this is copyrighted, so therefore monetize your video. As well, we monetize it, you get nothing, and we get money for it. That's what happens. Okay. Don't know why I needed to clear that up. I'm sure it was common knowledge. But anyway, it doesn't matter. So yes. The bestiality argument I will leave until I know got another better thing to do. Or a better channel to argue it on. Okay. Goodbye.